Hello everybody, welcome back to Hitman, and I switched versions to the PS4 version because the PC version was giving me so much trouble. So this is technically a fresh file, but it doesn't really matter for Hokkaido for reasons that we'll get to very shortly. Hokkaido is the final mission of Season 1, and yes, this is a spoiler if you haven't done Season or anything else, but...
The board has sanctioned Eric Soda's for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soda's private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive Gama Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Sodas, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into Gama under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Sodas must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare.
Okay, so this is a highly secure medical facility, and as such, we're not allowed to bring any equipment with us. We're allowed to smuggle in one thing, but I'm not gonna do that, because I don't have anything to smuggle on this file.
Well, I mean,
except for some
coins.
I guess I could take some coins.
Fiber
yeah,
wire.
maybe I should have taken some coins actually.
Lockpick would have been good. Well, actually, not really, because everything's by keycard.
Yeah, that's a thing we'll get to in a bit. But don't I need to unlock the lockpick?
You know what? I can't remember. If you do, it's probably on like the first level or something.
Actually, it doesn't seem to be an unlock in Paris, so probably not.
Sodas in the operating theater, undergoing a pre-surgery.
Well, I can't remember that. I always assumed it was unlocked from the start.
Yet to be
I can't remember.
Japanese authorities. Yuki Yamazaki has already.
Yeah, but you had a new file. Got no excuse.
Yes, but I didn't actually look at my actual equipment. Like, I just went straight into this after I went through the tutorial.
Good luck, 47.
Yeah, no breaching charges for you today.
No, that's okay.
Can't cheese the shit out of this mission.
As part of the service here at Gamma, personal room has been outfitted with a radio.
Okay, so the way doors work or locked doors work in this map is a little special.
That is Yuki
Outfits all have like RFID chips, so outfits are your key cards here.
Truly, this is the most Metal Gear of episodes.
Oh yeah, it is basically like having PAL cards, isn't it? Except, you know, your PAL cards are bound to whatever you're wearing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a disguise that we can actually move around in. So I'm going to take the security guard disguise. Yes, game, thank you for telling me about incapacitation. I'm pretty sure I incapacitated someone doing the tutorial.
I like how you can drag people and the dragged person will open doors.
Yeah, that's a really nice detail. I will probably make use of that at least one point of this map. I went to go get the gun, but that was a mistake because this guy came back and he knows. He has the knowledge.
Yeah, it reminds me of another playthrough that was showcased not too long ago.
Okay, so we're just gonna go behind him instead of right in front of him.
I would have still knocked him out.
Yeah, I'm just playing it safe and quick. There is a hot spring over there, but we don't want to go there. At least not for this run.
Can you keep a secret? Shut up.
We want to go to the other side of here, but there's a guard just kind of watching the walkway, so we can't go above ground. The smart thing to do would have been to go underground or like go down the stairs and around, but I decided to go through the garden for some reason. Also, I have no idea why, but the game audio just got really soft for this section.
I'm disappointed that you didn't go next to that NPC that was on his phone.
We'll get to that. That could be its own thing. So we want to go past the guard guarding this door, but he's also, you know, doing his job.
Freaking jerks.
So this seems like a good time to use the fire extinguisher.
It made absolutely no noise.
Shots run like crazy.
Seriously, I have no idea what happened to the audio here. If I go into the inventory, it's fine now.
Whoa.
The garden was so zen, it killed all audio. Amazing.
Very strange.
Amazing.
Anyway, here we are at the restaurant. Here's a little sushi bar. This will be important in like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. That's the guard we just distracted, so we want to go this way. This is an employees only area, and we'll just duck into this hallway here. There's a morgue down that way. That's gonna be important later. And here's a bunch of sleeping quarters. Everybody has like a little tiny like pod they sleep in.
Yeah, it's very Deus Ex-ish.
Yeah, it makes me think of like space age stuff. And over here, we got people playing DDR.
Check this out. Yeah. See that? You are so
We're gonna activate expert mode. But unfortunately, 47 cannot play with people around.
Super lame.
Yeah, we'll have to come back later. And maybe do something about these guys on another run.
Did you set the difficulty higher? Bastard, I can't compete with that.
This map has a lot of silly Easter eggs. Like, more than usual, I feel like. Anyway, that's enough of that. Moving right along. If we just keep going past these two sleeping quarters, we're gonna end up in the canteen. And
That's a little harsh.
these two guys here are gonna have a little conversation that we want to pay attention to.
Patient did die. Famous one at that.
Still, it's not the chef's fault. What was a kitchen apprentice thinking, cutting out a fugu fish by himself unsupervised? I mean, it takes years of practice. Didn't the kid realize how poisonous those things are?
He's a kid. I mean, he probably wanted to show off. I don't know. But
You know, I didn't actually think fugu was like lethally poisoned. I thought it was just
That was his best.
I thought it was just like food poisoning, not like.
fugu.
Yeah, no, that's...
throw it out.
It'll kill you dead.
It's a damn shame too. The chef had to refuse serving Yamazaki his signature
I
dish.
vaguely remember having a conversation in another LP about who discovered fugu was a good idea to eat and how do you discover that, like how to cook it properly. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Gama has banned.
Yeah, I think it was just Faye you were talking about that.
Guest was poisoned by a
Yeah, probably.
I can't remember what LP it was. Might have been Nier.
It appears, however,
Actually, yeah, it was near.
Pete Yamazaki is trying to sway
Go
Anyway,
watch your
there
Nier
is-
LP, people.
and serve it to her.
Anyway, there is one fugu fish over in the kitchen. Let's go get it. I have the worst timing, apparently, and I keep running into areas when people keep looking my way.
This is why you just murder everybody in the area and you get nobody to spot you.
Yeah, but then my score at the end goes way down.
Nobody cares about scores.
I care. Anyway, here's the fugu fish, but I forgot I needed to get a knife for that before we could actually cut out the poison. So, yeah, let's go take that. I was looking for a can of soda, but I didn't pick it up on this load, so that's okay.
Got no Dr. Fizz.
No, I don't. Okay, so as usual, we need to be some kind of like kitchen staff if we want to poison food.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use this kitchen knife as my distraction.
Weird. Someone should go see what the hell.
Any second now.
Hey.
I don't know why 47 got off the wall. He doesn't usually do that, but
Yeah, kind of weird.
whatever.
I'm gonna
We can be a chef now.
I gotta blame console physics.
I mean, it runs a lot smoother than when on my machine, but that might also be because I have kind of I have a GTX 770 or 760, and that might be a little too low end now.
Yeah, that's getting on outdated almost.
It was really good like 2 years ago when I got it,
Yeah.
but 2 years is a long time, and I guess the current hotness is like, what, the 1060?
Yeah, it's like 1060, 1070. Actually, they might have 1080s now. I think they have 1080s now.
Hey, no.
Oh, I know they have 1080s,
Yeah.
Thank you.
but I'm looking for the one that's comparable.
No.
Anyway, Yuki Yamazaki's route will eventually take her to the sushi restaurant where she will ask for fugu. And I was very upset when I first got to this because I thought I missed her cycle. So she's just gonna go hang out over at the in that table for a couple of minutes, or more like a minute, and then she's just gonna come right back.
I will escort you to
And I was a lot happier when I realized she came back.
Yeah, basically that table's like the end of her route, and then she just repeats what she does in reverse.
Fugu roll, please. I assure you, my lips are sealed.
Pardon me? You should really try the sushi. It's to die for.
Is this fugu? I knew you would come around eventually. Good for you.
I hope you like it. My colleague is a straight arrow. Me, I say it's good to live dangerously.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yes, that's exactly right. Smooth velvet softness. Absolutely delicious. My compliments to the chef.
I bet 47 actually could serve like a properly cut piece of fugu.
Probably.
Like, what can't he do?
What?
Oh, yeah, she's dead now.
I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been fugu fish.
Okay, she's dead, so now we gotta move on to Eric Soders, who's gonna be a little more of a challenge because he's on an operating bed right now, so all eyes are on him. I say it's gonna be more of a challenge, but it's actually not too hard taking care of Soders if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, but the way that you showed off last time, it's kind of easy actually. Easier than Yuki, anyways.
Yeah, no, Soders is actually the easy guy to take out if you're just like going for pure speed. Anyway, first off, we're going back out to this walkway, and we're gonna go into this little room here. There's just a sleeping security guard, and we're gonna make sure he stays asleep. We're gonna give him a nice little room inside of his room, I guess. There's a pill stash over there. That'll be important in a little bit. For now, though, we just need to go run upstairs. I forget what I was doing there, but
I'm gonna say checking for visitors.
yeah, probably. But yeah, just up the stairs is a helipad. Over behind those bodyguards is the actual facility, and you can see Eric Soders there on instinct mode. And on the other side, we have a pilot and the chief surgeon.
I have intel regarding the pilot.
We just need a second here.
I think I might have messed up the conversation because I got too close, but I don't know how close you can get.
Hospital security system. The chief surgeon, Nicholas Laurent, seems to have frequent rendezvous with a helicopter pilot near the remote personnel exit. And rumor has it that the chief surgeon suffers from trembling hands.
So, yeah, I waited for about a minute and nothing happened, so we're just gonna go down here, and, we're gonna bring one of them down.
It's particularly funny when playing the level, because the surgeon basically goes back to him every, 2 minutes. It's like,
yeah,
man, your pills either suck, or Buddy's got an immunity that would destroy the known world.
It could be both, actually. But yeah, if you just let the conversation play out normally, the pilot will only give him, one pill at a time. And the doctor really, really wants his pills. So, one thing we could do is just take the pilot, or become the pilot, and, bring the surgeon here and just let him have at the stash. But we'll do that another time. For now, we're gonna be the surgeon.
I think Buddy's been in his own stash. What? Dude.
I mean, it's his stash. I'd be surprised if he didn't get into it. Now we are the pilot.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Oh, wait.
No, wrong vehicle, wrong vehicle! So, now we just gotta wait for the surgeon to come back. I think I checked when I was editing this, and it took about a minute for the surgeon to come back.
That's about right. He doesn't have a long path.
Yeah, no, the operating theater's just past there. It's not too far.
Need another pill. The effect is waning.
This way, Doc. I'll show you where my stash is.
As the voice echoes out.
Lead the way.
Doc, I might have a problem.
Stem cell is the future of medicine. It's what will truly make us gods. If only our politicians could get out of their knuckle.
I don't know if politics has is the only thing stopping this whole thing. I don't know how comfortable I am with people becoming as gods, I guess.
Here we go. Help yourself.
But that's another debate. We're just gonna become a doctor now.
Well done,
I'm more comfortable with that.
No, first you become the politician, then the doctor.
Is there a politician disguise in here? I don't think so.
Pretty sure there isn't.
Not in this map.
Unless one of the people being worked on or just happens to be, special.
Yeah. Anyway, I decided to go back and drop my weapons because you're gonna get frisked if you try to go back through there. But I forgot that one of the guards there is an enforcer, so maybe let's not go that way.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't take the snow route.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have done that. No, the way I chose to go was through this little walkway again.
Yeah.
We're gonna actually go into the morgue now. Just up here is the main floor of the morgue. These two guys are looking at that cadaver.
Man.
If we go over to the left, we'll eventually find the recording thing, and we can disable the recordings. I completely forgot to when I recorded this, but oh well. I'll show it off next time.
It's really weird when you're sleeping below the corpses.
A little bit. Anyway, that's the operating theater. We just need to cause a distraction so we can actually get through there. So let's drain the stem cell pump.
Warning. Stem cell treatment discontinued.
That'll get that lady's attention on Eric Soders and not on us. So we're just gonna kite all the way around and just make our way into the operating theater. Or the surgery control room, rather.
Charging defibrillator.
Just make sure none of the suspicious guards are looking at you, and once you made it into here, you're clear. Yes, game, thank you. Okay, so there's 3 things we could do. We could drain blood, we can inject medicine, or we can control the arms. We can't extract blood, and we can't really inject the syringe at this moment. So let's activate the arms. And now the medicine. And
you know, with so many gaping chest wounds, I'm surprised he's even, like, awake.
Yeah, I am too. Also, I always feel really uncomfortable just watching that one.
Yeah. Probably put a warning. Being like, there's some pretty graphic stuff in this one.
Yeah. I don't know how I didn't get caught there.
Nah, it's okay.
Anyway, this is where we would have ended up if, like, we went behind the guards. But we couldn't, so we had to take the long way around. And that also explains why the chief surgeon's path was so short.
Yeah. Compared to 1 or 2 other people.
Yeah. Anyway, the helicopter is an escape route. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to get to it as the doctor, so we're gonna go take this one instead. Down here at the base of this snowy mountain, there's a couple of ATVs. Or snowmobiles, whatever.
Snowmobiles.
ATVs are something else entirely.
I mean, it'd be sick if they were ATVs. Or maybe ATVs with skis on the wheels.
Miss Burnwood.
That's not what my ticket says.
We received your message. Loud and clear, I might add. Honestly, you could have just sacked the poor guy.
I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't. There'll be no retaliation, not for Soders, nor any other recent fiascos. Someone's been meddling in our affairs, killing our operatives, and making the ICE look like fools. I think you got close to that someone. Closer than we've ever been. That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
I don't think so.
Don't rattle our cages, Miss Burnwood. You really have no idea.
You spy on us, bribe our people, and you have the gall to demand our help. No. You can't be trusted.
Even so, we've been around for a long, long time. I think we could help each other. Some 20 years ago, your agency took in a young man with no past and extraordinary skills. In his own special way, he cares about you, and vice versa. And ever since that time, you've never stopped wondering where he came from and who made him what he is.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Ah. Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other. Partners, then. Cheer up, Miss Burnwood. We are the lesser evil. This terrorist, he wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Brentwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
Pretty weird that they have a photo of Professor X when he was a kid.
Just a little bit.
Is it weird that you know, that it's a piece of trivia not many people know, but this game is actually supposed to lead into the Hitman movie that was created. It was the most recent one, like 2015.
Wait, is it really?
No.
Is it really?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, I didn't think they were actually going to acknowledge that.
Nobody wants to acknowledge that movie. God, it sucked.
But yeah, that's it. Credits roll. That's it for season 1 of Hitman. I mean, we still have more of Hokkaido to show off, and then like there's the bonus missions. But in terms of plot, that's it. Here are the credits. They are going at a 300% speed. Something like that.
I personally really like the cutscenes. For a game that, like, I never really paid attention to the story of Hitman, and this is the one game where, like, I really enjoyed playing it, and it was pretty much the first one I was, like, heavily invested in to try and play from start to finish, and I think they knocked it out of the park, to be honest.
Yeah, like, this is also this is my first Hitman game in general. Production babies? Kids art? What?
Yeah, production babies. Babies that have been born during development of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, this is a great game. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, what caught my attention about this at first was the Game Maker's Toolkit video on how Hitman uses repetition to teach you how to be a better Hitman.
Yeah.
And I thought it was, like, great, and I wanted to try it for myself. So I kind of just picked it up on the Steam Christmas sale, and here we are now.
The thing about repetition is also, I think, very well implemented with the contracts. You haven't really shown them off. But contracts, generally speaking, will have like 5 levels to them, and each level.
No, you're talking about escalations.
Oh, right, escalations. So, like, anyways, escalations have 5 levels to them, and each level, well, as the name implies, escalates it. So, you might have the first one might just be like kill this one guy and then leave. So, first level is pretty simple. You kind of learn, you know, how the map is set up, patrols, that sort of thing. Then the second level will be like kill this person in a specific suit. So okay, now you gotta find the suit, you gotta go learn the patterns again, or at least use the patterns that you learned from the last time, so on. Then I'll be like, kill this guy in this suit with this weapon. So you do that, and then the next one might be like a time limit, and then there might be like special conditions. So it's, all of the escalations are different in their own way, and I think it's like, gameplay or learning through repetition and still being fresh, I think is like perfectly exemplified by that.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care too much about escalations, but I do kind of appreciate the idea behind them, even if I do think like 5 levels is a bit much.
I mean, for some of the, I think the main issue is like, you could drop that down to 4 easily, because like the first one's usually just kill the guy, like like you're gonna do that anyways. There's no reason. I
don't know. Honestly, I think 3 is probably a better sweet spot than 4.
I think the problem with 3 is that you can miss out on making like some very complex ones that really challenge people without it being too much of a spike, you know.
Yeah.
Either way.
Also,
escalations.
Also, while the credits are like wrapping up, I just wanted to mention that The song I used is it's the Jordan Cross song, "All Were Stars" or something.
Yeah. Good song.
You can get that for free on the class's Bandcamp. Because, you know, they have that.
Yeah, it's really good too.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. I'm not really into indie rock, but yeah. And here's the unlocks. They changed the professional mode unlock from level 20 to level 5, which is kind of cool. And yeah, we'll see you next time for more Hokkaido.